Well, good evening, everybody. It's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With a Big Family Homestead. And man, I'm excited. Dare I say, the word may even be giddy. And I don't use giddy lightly. No. Look at me. Not a word you use lightly. No. Just wouldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture. Why am I giddy, you may say? We've got a new game to play.
Yeah.
What's it worth?
Right. Should be fun.
It's going to be fun, and it's going to be interactive, and you guys are going to be able to show your quality.
Oh, show your quality.
Your intellect, your mental prowess.
Oh, my.
Who's got the big brains and the super wit to go with it? Yeah, it's going to be a new game called What's It Worth? We're still going to be doing our good news stories. And I am super excited about that. But as you know, we do a little bit of an intro, waiting for everybody to get here. We try to say hi to folks and let you know what's going on in our neck of the woods. So, Mama, why don't you tell them about our wonderful weather?
Actually, it was really, okay. The sun was shining today for quite a bit of the day, but the wind has been outrageously crazy.
It's still howling.
It's been howling for the last honestly, it's been the better part of 2 weeks now. For most days, it's been, consistent winds of 20 miles an hour. It's been really crazy.
Yeah.
It's been really crazy.
But at least it's not like, can you imagine if it was like this with snow?
Oof. No.
Woof.
Oof. No.
Woofda.
Noofda. That's a curse word. You can't say that.
Is that a curse word?
No, it's not. It's a joke.
People up here say oofda.
Oofda is a thing.
I think it's Nordic for
oh boy.
Oof.
Oof. Well, a friend of ours, her name is Tanya. Her grandmother, I said it one day.
She chastised her.
And she did. She chastised me. She's like, you can't say that. That's a bad word.
Is it oofda a bad word?
No, it's not a bad word.
I'm asking them.
But the temperatures today were really nice. It got to 60 degrees. Well, it was actually 60 degrees when we woke up this morning, which is unusual. And then as the day progressed, it got colder.
Wow.
So
we're seeing a wide variety of stuff. It is not a 4-letter word. OOFDA.
It's a 5-letter word.
Is it really?
No.
Meg says no.
It's not. No.
Oh, my gracious.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the weathers around the United States, at least here, have just been crazy.
It's been definitely different. Mm-hmm. Most certainly.
Yeah.
But again, I'm glad that it's at least not snow.
Well, okay, and the Asian beetles,
they never left.
I
have them all over.
They've been especially ornery.
Usually
lately.
you get them like half the year or a quarter of the year.
And then they go dormant, and then you don't see them.
Never did.
Oh,
Never did.
Well, there's one on the camera right now. They're waking up, I think, a little bit. But one was attacking me last night while I was sleeping, or trying to sleep anyway.
Huh.
It kept crawling on my leg, and it bit me, and then I kept feeling something crawling on me, most of the night. It was driving me insane.
Plan with Jen. I think Larry the Cucumber actually was saying oofda.
No, he did not. He said usta. Which
maybe
is a Polish
maybe it's
word.
A parallel to it.
It's a Polish word, usta.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's Veggie Tales. It's a kids' TV show.
And I only know that because Ruth is listening to it just recently.
Oh, my gracious.
Yes, Steve, you're right.
Well,
Oofda is a general purpose expression of surprise, astonishment, exhaustion, relief, and sometimes dismay. It can therefore be a substitute for common obscenities.
Well, we know who's fast on the Google copy machine.
Right,
Come on, Steve.
And I will use it because, you know what? It's all in my attitude. Because the word...
It's not foul.
It doesn't
in
matter.
My heart.
It doesn't matter the word. It's the intent of your heart.
Yeah, he says, I love my lips.
Yes.
That's
Usta.
actually that's one of the VeggieTales songs.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, that's kind of like, that's 10, 15 years ago now that was popular.
20?
Okay,
20,
or more.
25.
I may be showing my age.
Yes, you are. He is showing his age.
Do tell.
VeggieTales came out.
No. If I'm showing what better segue could there be?
I know. I was getting there. Relax. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you like a spider monkey woman.
Okay.
That was the definition of patronizing. Don't touch the list.
I took the list.
I'll touch the computer.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna make a weird comment?
Shut it off. She messed with my list.
At least I didn't rip it.
It's like Larry the Cucumber. I love my list. Hey there,
So
Stu.
Brad,
by the way, thank you for putting us on your show, man.
Yes.
SH011 is Stu, the rock star from Ohio.
Yep.
And we're very grateful, so thank you. You were saying?
We were showing Brad's age as his birthday is, can I say the day?
Go ahead and tell him. It doesn't matter.
His birthday is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes. Gamora says, happy birthday, Brad, tomorrow. And he is going to be 50 years old. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, and you know what's funny about that is we'll talk about that later. We'll come back to it. But yeah, tomorrow's 50 years old. We had some friends over yesterday, and it was for a Bible devotion, just a Bible study. We have dinner with some friends from time to time. They come over and we have fellowship, believe it or not, and then we actually open the Word of God and talk about it.
Peaceful protest, hon.
Yeah. Mask thing is over. We don't have to worry about that right now.
That's what you used to call it.
Yeah, when it was all like, it was all bad news. Couldn't get together with your friends because of the mask.
So this is what we're going to get to later?
We'll get to that later.
Okay. Well, I figured you were already leading into it, so I figured.
No, but the thing, yeah, well, I'll wait. Okay, so other stuff. This has been a big week for us, and it's actually getting even bigger.
Okay.
Well, you guys know
open-ended statements. I'm like, I don't know where he's going with this.
You see, you need your own list.
Apparently, I need a copy of your list. And
oh, how come I come prepared? Why do I bother? Okay, so
it's not like I just showed up 5 minutes ago. I've been here the whole time.
She was napping.
I did take a nap.
Okay, so
because the stupid Asian beetle kept me awake last night.
One thing, thanks to you, thank you, is our Thrive Life freeze-dried food business that's one of the things we do to provide for the family. We leveled up to a level called platinum because of you guys. And we're so very grateful.
Very grateful, yes.
If I had a hat, the hat would be off.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. So, yeah, that's kind of a big deal for us because it's going to enable us to probably get to do a little bit more this and that, a little more fancy schmancy with the productions.
Get some more projects done.
Yeah. So other stuff, I'm turning 50. Yeah, that's great. Okay, other stuff. Been working on a tree house with Caleb. It's right out there.
They can't see out there, honey.
I know, but I was just pointing. You can see it.
It's right out in the back of the house. It's
right
like,
on the edge.
What, 100 feet from the house? Would you say that's 100 feet?
That. Yeah, it's probably 50 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, so 5 times 3, something like that.
It's 150 yards. 150
somewhere in
feet.
That, so we're working on a tree house. And actually what's really cool is a friend of ours, Ryan, he may even be watching this. He mills the wood for us, or has been milling the wood out of trees. Trees. Sorry. It's cool.
It struck me as funny. He's just milling the wood out of trees.
Whatever. Marcone or Mark 1. I always don't know which one
I would say Mark 1.
Mark 1. It's right there. What we've got is basically almost the framework for the bottom is done. And the reason why is it's been weird because it's actually basically 3 trees. because out there, the trees don't branch out. I think we've told you this.
We have straight trees. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, they're not.
We don't have
we
good
don't have
trees.
We have straight trees.
We don't have. We don't have. Okay, in Florida, they have a lot of canopy trees.
They'll grow in Disney.
No, those are in
They
DC.
grow in Disney.
Those are in DC.
Disney, apparently. At least, well, I guess they'll be taxed now. So whatever. Those crooked trees. So, do tell.
In Florida, there was a lot of
trees that go like that.
canopy trees where you can build a tree house in there a lot better.
It's like a gigantic
Hand
canopy
coming out of the ground.
Okay, be honest. How many of you guys have seen Swiss Family Robinson and thought, man, I want to live in that tree house? Honestly,
Yeah.
since I was a kid, that was one of the coolest things ever. That whole movie, that little spastic kid catching a tiger, putting it in a pit,
That kid always drove me crazy.
riding elephants and all that.
Yeah. He was in a lot of movies, like
That. Same
like
character.
that. Same character. He didn't play anything different. So
Mark,
not pine.
it's not pine.
No.
There are white pine trees out there, but they don't do well like that.
No, I'm thinking. Is it
It's a maple.
banyan trees? Is in Florida? Is
in
what I was
Florida?
thinking. Was that
Oaks.
were they banyan?
Oaks are the best.
Yeah, oaks
Nice
are the
and
best.
hard, and
I
they
was
still
thinking
get lots
banyan
of-
trees. Sorry, my nose is itching.
You're running.
No, it just itches.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has come that time of the evening where it's time. What did you learn this week? What did you learn? And by what did you learn, it's not just us.
What did I learn? I forgot.
You forgot.
Okay, got it. I did forget. That's why I look at the list.
What did you learn? Like, you could say, you know what? I learned, say you're like Scott M., who accidentally cut his hand to bits on a saw, which
That's
I
awful.
hate.
That's awful.
I hate that, but you know what? He's been so funny about it because he's kind of taking it on the chin. What are you going to do?
Right. There's no need. There's no reason to be
You can't do anything about
upset
it.
about it. It is what it is, and you might as well just have a good attitude about it.
He's been
But-
having as much fun as you can.
as you possibly can. So he made a comment earlier in the chat, and a friend of theirs came over for lunch and said that he should super glue a hot dog in place of the missing finger.
Yeah.
And that's very funny.
think
but
it's funny.
His wife bopped the guy back on the back of the head, and well deserved.
Well, that's what friends do.
That is what friends do. They
Bring you down to earth.
You did that to one of our friends too,
Which one?
Don.
Oh, the Don. As
The
a matter
Don.
of fact, hold still.
Are you wearing his shirt? The Don.
There he
right here.
is. The Don.
He's over your heart, honey.
He is. He's close to my heart. I miss you, bro.
Stop watching.
Yeah, I
this
don't want to talk
nonsense.
about it because I don't know how much he would feel comfortable with, so I'm not going to say anything.
No.
But point is he's made lemonade.
Yeah.
He's had lemons. He's making lemonade,
Right.
and I would hope that I would have that kind of attitude too, where it'd be like, well, might as well make the best of it.
Right. Exactly.
So, what did you learn this week, Phoebe? Hey, Mark, what did you learn? Well, I would imagine that anyone in the Ware family learned a lot this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you learn this week, Christa?
I learned that I can still surprise my husband for his birthday. So last night he told you that we have some friends over for Bible study, and I had mentioned to everyone there that it was going to be your birthday a couple of days later, so I wanted to surprise him by singing happy birthday and have a cake, and I didn't ask anybody to bring gifts, but some people did, which was very nice. And everybody sang happy birthday, and it was
very pleasant
neat.
and very welcome, and I was surprised.
good.
I was surprised.
Good.
I was more surprised when she came out in the Pokemon suit because I didn't even know where you would get that. Besides, I don't even like Pokemon, so why did you do that? It was that one, like the Pikachu thing. Why?
You're such a weirdo. There was no Pokemon suit. And the Ware family can
she
can
can call
attest
it
to
whatever.
that. They were here.
She could call it whatever she wants.
She can attest that there was no
It's like
Pokemon
that
suit.
weird drummer guy. He wears
Come on,
that
Jess,
suit.
help me out here.
She's not. She knows the truth. All right. So what did I learn this week? What did you learn this week? Jeanette learned I canned carrots for the first time. Cool.
Awesome.
I
love
learned
canned carrots.
honeysuckle bush finally produced berries. That's awesome. Thomas learned that you're not supposed to, well, you're supposed to cut your hand off if it offends you. Don't let Scott hear that.
Scott, did your
Maybe he was
hand
offended.
offend you?
I don't know. I learned that there's Culvers in Georgia.
Nice.
Yes. Yes,
Nice.
Rose. Well done.
Well, Georgia's a really big state. Where in Georgia? I mean, yeah, thank you, Jess. No Pokemon.
See, it's just chicks sticking together. That's what that's about. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, Culver's, if it's in Georgia, I would imagine it's got to be Atlanta or Macon.
Probably. Bigger
but
city.
If you're in Atlanta, okay, Culver's, Culver's people, plug your ears.
I love Culver's.
Hold on, you don't know where I'm going.
No, I know. I think I know where you're going. That place in Atlanta.
It's called the Varsity.
Yeah.
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 If you've already got Culver's, it's called the Varsity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never been to the Varsity, but I've heard great things about it.
It is fried, fast, gross, greasy, awesome deliciousness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think Culver's is better, like if you want to actually eat a meal that's not going to give you an upset stomach, but man, the Varsity's good. It is.
That's funny. Yarn Prepper. She learned that you can get sunburn in April in Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you can.
What did I learn this week? I learned that it's a bad idea if you're, going to play guitar at church on Easter to grab a hot pot next to the grill and burn your fingers that you actually have to use to play guitar the next day on Easter. There's still some blister.
Oh, gosh.
And it was funny because I grabbed this thing and it was not touching the grill, but
it was right next to it.
Nailed me right. Psst, and it was right where your fingers have to go.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that. I told you not to do that.
I was afraid it was going to end up like starting to bleed and being like a Kiss Rock show. Or,
Yuck.
That gives a whole new meaning to the Easter service. What's that man doing up there all bloodied? Why, Mom? Oh, you scaring me.
Why, Mommy? You scaring me.
You scaring me. So, okay. Then, you know what? I honestly think it's just about time for some good news.
Already?
I know.
Wow.
We got to get to the game. The game is going to be fun, people. Mm-hmm. But let's ask you this. Who's ready for some good news? You got to give me a thumbs up. You got to give me something, folks. We got to actually, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up that you like the video, because if you do, then it sends. Whoops. Let's go here. It sends the Google machine, the YouTube bot, that you guys like it. So hit that thumbs up and then say something. Make some kind of comment at all. Any old thing.
See, they're attacking me.
That's an Asian beetle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't stand those things.
They're not as fun as Iranian beetles. They just straight up attack.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right, you're odd this week.
Odd stories.
Oh wait, you're odd every week.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the way this works is we have a bunch of good news for you, and these are real stories. Mm-hmm. And one of you out there actually sent me a link to Paul Harvey's archives.
That's so very cool.
I cannot wait to dig into some of the rest of the stories. Yeah. But the problem is they're video links. So in order for us to read them, we've got to figure out a way to have it transcribe it so that we can print it out. So if any of you actually have any experience with that, please don't hesitate to share with us. So where is it? Oh, I can't see it, man. I can't see. Good news. There we are. Okay, so here we go. Mark it set.
Ow.
Here we go.
Good.
A 9-year-old boy walked into his local animal shelter with a big plastic bag filled with cash. That was a good pause there, huh?
That was a good pause.
handing over all the proceeds he'd raised at a lemonade stand.
Wow.
Ben Miller, there he is, nice dude.
Aw.
Ben Miller from Boise, Idaho, collect a whopping $1,150 in one weekend.
My goodness
It
gracious.
was his third lemonade stand fundraiser since 2019, a year when he was visiting the Idaho Humane Society with his grandmother and noticed some of the cats didn't have toys.
That's not good.
A toyless cat is not a happy cat. What?
Toyless cat.
A toyless cat.
Sounded really funny.
So far, he's donated a grand total of $1,950 to support the cats he loves so much. His mother helped him create an event on Facebook, which brought in people from across the valley. People also sent in money without even visiting to get a drink. It was such fun. It was such a fun day meeting so many awesome people and their pets. We had a car full of people pull up saying they had just heard about it on the radio, said Amy Miller on Facebook. And the highlight that topped off the day was Ben's teacher coming by. Ben says he has no plans to stop his charity work for the shelter, which makes his mother beam. Even though she says he's always had a big heart, it just really blew me away.
Awesome. What a sweet
Ben,
little boy.
You, sir, Culver's Jr.
Yeah.
Culver's Jr.?
He's little. He doesn't need a full-size meal.
They might even have him in Boise. I would imagine Boise.
Maybe. I don't know.
But you, sir, deserve a salute and a Culver's. Come on over. We'll take care of you, brother.
What a sweet little boy.
All right.
That's awesome.
What do we got next, baby?
More science.
I believe in science.
I believe in science.
Well, kind of.
Kind of. Not really.
Kind of. Well, no, we believe in science. But
Well, yeah, but
it's
not
God's science.
Exactly. Non-invasive sound technology developed. Wait, I thought you were supposed to read this one.
No, you said.
Oh, well. Non-invasive sound technology developed at the University of Michigan breaks down liver tumors in rats, kills cancer cells, and spurs the immune system to prevent further spread. An advance that could lead to improved cancer outcomes in humans.
Crazy.
By destroying only 50 to 75% of the liver tumor volume, the rats' immune systems were able to clear away the rest, with no evidence of recurrence or metastasizes.
There you go.
Metastasizes.
Better than I could do.
In more than 80% of animals. That's insane.
Nice.
Even if we don't target the entire tumor, we can still cause the tumor to regress and also reduce the risk of future metastasize, said Zhen Zhu, professor of biomedical engineering at UM and corresponding author of the study. Results also showed the treatment stimulated the rat's immune responses, possibly contributing to the eventual regression of the untargeted portion of the tumor and preventing further spread of the cancer. The treatment, called histotripsy, non-invasively focuses ultrasound waves to mechanically destroy target tissue with millimeter precision.
Whoa.
The relatively new technique is currently being used in a human liver cancer trial in the United States and Europe. In many clinical situations, the entirety of the cancerous tumor cannot be targeted directly in treatments for reasons that include the mass's size, location, or stage. To investigate the effects of partially destroyed tumors with sound, this latest study targeted only a portion of each mass, leaving behind a viable intact tumor. It also allowed the team, including researchers at Michigan Medicine and the Ann Arbor VA Hospital, to show the approach's effectiveness under less than optimal conditions. Where a typical ultrasound uses sound waves to produce images of the body's interior, engineers have pioneered the use of waves for the treatment. And their technique works without harmful side effects
What?
of current approaches such as radiation and chemotherapy.
Oh, man. That's
Our
awesome.
transducer, designed to and built in at delivers high amplitude, microsecond length ultrasound pulses, acoustic cavitation, to focus on the tumor, specifically to break it up. Traditional ultrasound devices use lower amplitude pulses for the imaging. The microsecond long pulses from UM's transducer generate microbubbles within the targeted tissues, the bubbles that rapidly expand and collapse. These violent but extremely localized mechanical stresses kill cancer cells and break up the tumor's structure.
Holy mackerel. Think about that.
That is
the ramifications
amazing.
of what they'll be able to
Yeah,
do.
no kidding.
And if they're doing it now in labs, it's coming to a theater near you
Oh,
soon.
no kidding.
Wow, that's
really
that
fantastic.
will revolutionize that kind of medicine.
Yeah.
Way to go, folks.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And that's now. I mean, and they're already starting to do it, in human trials.
That's pretty amazing. Well, the thing is that if humans don't end up just blowing all each other up and being stupid and all the craziness and wars and blah, 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 think of how fast technology is making life better.
Yeah.
And better.
Yeah.
And better. Sure, technology can be used for bad, but look at what they're doing. It can be used for great things as well. So I wonder how they aim that thing, says Kentucky Prepper. Well, I'm sure they've got it figured out. I know that you can target sound. You can guide it and direct it almost even like a cone, conically.
Right. Well, and I mean, with ultrasound, they have the wand that they use for ultrasound is it's this big. It's only a couple of inches, and it does really well. So I would imagine they're probably using a very similar type wand.
Very, very cool indeed.
Yeah.
All right, next story up. We got another technology one back to back. I don't usually like to do tech stuff back to back, but this is kind of cool
Well,
because...
there's two different kinds of techs.
Well, it is, but this is like as big of a discovery, but it may not seem that for a lot of people unless you have some kind of idea of what materials do and transistors and electronic parts. But check this out, okay? Inside nearly every piece of electronic equipment, there's a transistor, a simple component that receives current and sends it in one or more directions. Without transistors, you basically don't have most electronics that work. Like, almost all.
Right.
Okay. It's one of those things that deserves an expression like a new mousetrap, because if someone wants to invent a better one that would charge the industry immediately, it would be a great inventor's fortune. Now, that very thing has happened. And a new transistor design could cut the entire world's energy usage, the whole world's energy usage, by 5%. By reducing the number of individual transistors needed to store data by 3/4. Millions of transistors line the surface of every modern microchip. Did you hear that? Every. Which itself is manufactured in staggering numbers around the world, reaching into the trillions. However, the microchip is now reaching a limit of how small it can be made. And with that, how much heat can be dispersed from the electronic demands of modern computing by something that's only 25 silicon molecules thick.
Wow.
That's how small those transistors are now.
I don't know how thick a silicon molecule is, but I'm thinking it's pretty small.
It's teeny weeny.
Yeah.
Okay. Physicist Peter Dobin, the Charles Bessey Professor of Physics and Astronomy at Nebraska University, has created a new design that to understand requires putting on one's thinking cap. It works. The fun begins. I skipped the technical part there because it just is whoa. It works. The fun begins because everybody's going to have their own favorite 2D material they're going to try this out with. Dobin says, some of them will work a lot better, some won't. But now that you know that it works, it's worth investing in those other more sophisticated materials. Everybody could get into the game figuring out how to make the transistor really good, competitive, and indeed silicon. Replacing the silicon transistor is like replacing the backbone of a computing revolution. What comes next, whether graphene or something else, means that we will be moving into a totally new paradigm. Okay,
Wow.
just to give you an idea, guys, like the possibilities of a material that has silicon transistors, a new kind embedded in it, throughout it, all over it. You could have things like, I don't know, paint that you put on your wall, and the entire wall becomes your TV. It could be a gigantic camera. Anything that you could,
Wow.
any material that it would be able to be the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Skin.
That's
It's crazy.
insane. That's
the
insane.
possibilities are insane.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it gets done.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool to me.
So graphene is the product they're
No,
working on.
Graphene is a different material.
Oh, I see.
Graphene is it could revolutionize the entire globe with its possibilities. We're such right on the edge of a bunch of different amazing things. And that actually, I got to tell you what, that's one of the things that actually gives me a little bit of hope. Because, man, isn't the news bad all the time? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to blow this up. These people are doing this, and that one's going to do that. Well, guess what? People are capable of amazing things too. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it when we only focus on the bad.
Right. I don't either. Yeah.
People are capable of doing amazing things.
If you leave people alone, they're going to be able to create what they want.
Yahtzee.
To help not the government.
Not the government.
To
Don't
help
say that.
to help society, to help people.
Yeah, keep it away from the government, says Scott.
I
No
know.
kidding.
That's why that popped
Caught
in
your
my
eye.
head. Yeah.
Got another one?
Got another one. Got a few more. All right. A teenage treasure hunter who combs river bottoms with a heavy-duty magnet pulled a safe containing thousands of dollars, and he captured hearts online after returning the money to its
Very
rightful
cool.
owner. Look at that look at that safe. That looks big. George Tyndale was scouring the river Witham in Grantham, Lincolnshire, with his dad when he made the incredible discovery 3 weeks ago. They followed a trail of clues to track down the cash's owner,
Very cool.
a businessman whose safe was stolen 22 years ago.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it was amazing, really, said the 15-year-old who lives in Newark, Nottinghamshire. He pulled the safe out and it had all the money in it. The father and son were left gobsmacked when among the mud and slime inside the small safe was a pouch containing 2,500 colorful Australian dollars, around $1,800 US. Also inside were a certificate and expired bank cards that gave the magnet fisherman enough information to track down Rob Everett. After contacting Rob to explain the amazing find, the kind-hearted pair visited him last week at his business in Grantham to return the stolen property.
Very cool.
I was just amazed that they had been able to track me down, said Rob. They are some really nice and good people in this world. They could have kept the money. They could have said they attempted to get hold of me. George was even offered a job after the business owner met him.
Nice.
If I ever want work experience when I leave school, he said, the offer is always open.
Nice.
That's really cool. So they use these magnets and they go fishing for treasures in the water.
A lot of towns in Europe, you can find World War II guns and stuff and all kinds of crazy things. And
it's crazy.
Well, depending on what river you're fishing in, you may find all kinds of things you don't necessarily want.
You don't want to really find
But
those.
call the police.
Yeah.
But they do from time to time find things that are pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And those magnets, we actually bought some of those magnets just for fun.
Right.
And they will pick up a lot of weight.
Several hundred pounds.
If you get the right one.
Yeah.
If you get the right one, that's right. So, okay. Quick pause here between our stories. We've got several more. And then we've got the game.
Yes.
The game's coming up.
Yep.
However, if you appreciate this, I need two things, please. Two things. Hit the like button. I just noticed that only this 66 people have hit the like button. So if you hit the like button, it tells YouTube you enjoy this and you want more content like this. So please do that. And then the next thing is, if you want to help invest in what we're doing and be actually kind of on the inside scoop of what we're doing. I mean, we post a lot of content that doesn't get posted here on Patreon. And it's like $1 a month, people. It's no big deal.
Right.
It's really no big deal.
Right.
Matter of fact, we just posted a video that we were cooking for our Bible devotion. So.
Yep. I made him make his own dinner.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, so Patreon really, really helps us out.
No,
so.
and I take that back. I didn't make him do it. He wanted to do it.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get back to the stories. Is this one me? This one me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is man, we have a lot of tech stories, but the last three are not. So bear with me if you're not like a tech person. But they just stuck out, and because things are going so quick that it's amazing. That's this guy here. Well, it's a team of people, really. Scientists from Australia and Britain are planning to take a 9,400-mile road trip through some of the most remote regions in the world with a Tesla. That's right. All while charging the batteries with unrollable plastic solar panel sheeting.
What unrollable?
Yep.
Which means
You're
you
looking at
cannot
it.
roll it up.
No, you can.
Then that would be rollable.
I think they meant it as you can roll it up.
Okay.
It says unrollable.
Okay.
You're reading it too?
I read it. It says unrollable, but okay.
He rolls it up.
That's awesome.
Called the Charge Around Australia Project, the team hopes to get Australians to think about ways to prevent the dreaded climate change. There are parts of Western and Central Australia that, as Paul Dastur, the roll-up solar panels inventor, says, are probably the most remote in the world. Scorching temperatures, vast distances, and a lack of water simply prohibit comfortable human habitation. Tackling them in a Tesla is a big undertaking, but has the benefit of putting the solar panels immediately under the most extreme conditions imaginable, where dirt, dust, and daily rolling and unrolling, high heat, and repeated use will provide the ultimate test in their merit.
Wow.
Aside from the price point, the biggest hesitancy among consumers to buy an electric car is range anxiety. Okay? Range anxiety.
Okay.
And the lack of charging stations nearby. Some companies are investing in mobile charging packs, but they're slow, expensive, and they're easy to steal. I didn't know that. Now, printing by a machine used to make wine labels. The printed solar panels fix all of these problems as they cost around $3.33 per square foot. Carpet is more expensive than that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you can get really cheap carpet.
I said real carpet. Well, I didn't say
Good
real
carpet.
I didn't say real carpet.
Yeah.
They consist of a transparent solar electrode laminated in PET plastic. Dastur's wine label appropriated technology allows his team to print around a third of a mile or half kilometer of solar cell strips every day.
Wow.
They're printing them. Cool.
And, okay, where can we buy these? Because that's really cheap.
Yeah, line our house
Line
with
the
it.
house with it.
No
yeah.
kidding. The 84-day journey will include stops at around 70 schools to give talks on the technology. Very cool.
Wow.
All right. The scientists hope that that Tesla founder Elon Musk will think the project was really cool for showing how our innovative technology is now combining with developments to seek out new solutions for the future. Wow.
That's really neat.
That's pretty dang amazing.
Yeah.
You could just print it out. Wow. We are getting closer and closer to Star Trek, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Just printed, 3D printed.
That was a slip and slide.
Did you? You probably could use it as double.
Sure.
Double
I
it.
don't see why you couldn't.
Sure, Vin, sign me up. Where can we buy them? No kidding. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what I'm saying.
I would imagine they're not as efficient, but
Who
heck,
cares?
who cares if, they're that cheap? I mean, you can't buy regular solar panels at $3.33 a
Especially
square
printed
foot.
out like that.
No kidding.
I'd
Holy
like to see the
smokes.
specs on them.
Yeah.
How much amp?
What's their
does it
kilowatt
really
range?
put out?
And yeah.
It must be surprising though, because where they're going in the outback in Australia,
Yeah.
they're going to be rolling up poisonous snakes.
Oh gosh. And spiders.
They're going to get up under there.
Ugh. No thanks.
Roll. Ah!
Yeah, no.
Good day, mate.
Yuck.
All right,
Yeah.
moving on.
This next one's actually really cool. It's more tech. You said there was not. This is kind of techy.
Thank you, Julie Parker.
So, a French design startup wants to reimagine public lighting by introducing,
This is cool.
much like in a fantasy or sci-fi story, bacterial and fungal bioluminescence to streetlights.
We know what that is.
I know what bioluminescence is. It is a naturally occurring thing in algae and creatures in the ocean. They just create this light.
Yeah.
It's really cool. One of the most fascinating phenomena in nature, all kinds of animals, plants, and fungi utilize enzymes to glow in the dark.
Yep.
Whether in an enchanting woodland, the bottom of the sea, or even the town of Rambouillet, 35 miles outside of Paris. I'm probably saying that wrong because I'm not
You got
French.
to say it a little more.
Rambouillet? Rambouillet?
All of our French friends look at us like you rednecks. So,
We don't know any French people.
well, maybe I do.
Well,
Ha, ha, ha.
and we
That's-
don't
see,
have the
that's-
same friends. So
There it is. They go, ha, ha, ha. No, we're kidding.
Yeah,
We
we're
love our-
totally kidding.
Yeah.
Our goal is to change the way in which in which cities use light. Sandra Ray, founder of the French startup Glowy, which is
Glowy.
behind a public project in Rambouillet, told BBC. We want to create an ambience that better respects citizens, the environment, and biodiversity, and to impose this new philosophy of light as a real alternative. Critics say that bacterial bioluminescence produces less than a quarter of the light from the lowest acceptable public lighting LED bulbs.
Yeah.
Ray says they're missing the point that glowing green fungi in public flower boxes or tubes of salt water filled with the blue glow of billions
That's
of
cool.
tiny organisms offer the chance to reimagine what public lighting could be. Rambouillet City Hall offered 100,000 euros in grant money to Glowy, who themselves have already been given 12,000 euros by the Paris Innovation Grand Prix in 2015 to turn their own town into a full-scale bioluminescence experiment. The EU has laws for minimum allowable streetlight illumination, for which Glowy remains 75% off mark.
Oh, it's a good idea, but they can't even get it close.
They need more, apparently.
They need to turn those plants and bacteria.
And
They
bugs.
need to give them a little
Yeah.
bit, maybe a little shot of coffee or something.
Something. However, sustainability opens all doors on the continent. The BBC reports that Glowy has received 1.7 million euros from the EU to develop this technology since it is carbon neutral.
Nice.
The company has a long way to go. Now, as of now, they provide the light for rambouillet and event lighting, but nothing else. Although a spokesperson said they have 40 city lighting projects in the works in countries across Europe. Other firms and scientists are investigating fungi and plants, which also contain versions of lysoferase,
Something like that.
I'm messing that one up. Sorry, guys. To see if flower boxes of glowing mushrooms or twinkling tobacco plants are brighter and more efficient than bacteria.
Oops, I forgot to put that picture up. There it is.
Put the picture up.
There it is, the glowing
That's
stuff.
really cool.
So, yeah, it's a great idea. They've got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm glad fleas are not bioluminescent. Actually, it'd be easier to get rid of them if they were.
Oh, yeah, you could target them.
Yeah.
A little 22.
You can find them on your dog if they were lit up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next story affects us all. Why? Look at this picture. It affects us all.
It looks like microscopic bugs. What is that?
Nay, my lovely bride. I say nay.
Okay.
Do you like sour candy more than other flavors? Because you know why? If you do, it's more likely that you're to be an extrovert.
I am not an extrovert.
This is a study on candy. So this is going to affect you. You should chime in when you hear you, okay? Chime in. Do you like sour candy more than other flavors? It's likely that you might be an extrovert. That's just one takeaway from a new survey of 2,000 candy lovers. A person's candy connoisseurs identified themselves as eccentric, funny, and sarcastic.
That's you, isn't it? You like sour candy.
But I like all the candies on this list.
He likes all candy on this list.
I like sugar. Okay.
That's funny.
So
and things like pop.
And soda and things like pop.
Yes.
Meanwhile, chocolate lovers overwhelmingly describe themselves as optimistic. 76%. And shy. 70%. Fans of mint, by a majority of 78%, say they were thoughtful. Conducted by one poll on behalf of the Jelly Belly Candy Company, the poll also dug deeper into the habits and beliefs of sweet lovers. People who eat candy every day were more likely to identify as night owls. Isn't that interesting?
That's weird.
Instead of early birds, 43% versus 17%. Okay. Overall, 3 or 4 sweet tooth respondents eat candy at least once a week. 27% report eating it every day. The poll also asked...
I'm sure that's not reported properly.
Oh, they're lying.
They're totally lying. I eat candy once a week.
Sure.
Right.
Sure you do.
Right.
Jelly Belly popcorn flavor is coming up, Egg-Swagger. It's actually in the story.
Yeah.
I see that hand.
Yeah. Miss T, how much was spent on this study?
No kidding. Okay, sour lemon jelly bean fanatics mirrored their stark taste preferences in their personality, with 70% identifying as honest. Honest Abe. So Abraham Lincoln, he would have loved those lemon jelly beans. Okay, the age factor showed up when it was revealed that 1 in 5 baby boomers reported that licorice was their favorite, compared to just 6% of Gen Z. For pear jelly bean lovers, eccentricity is a common personality type. Isn't that weird?
He didn't even know they had pear jelly bellies.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
Close to 6 in 10 align with that description, putting them alongside cherry at 68%. It's funny. It's like we're watching football here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Here, and buttered popcorn at 59%. Fans as most likely to consider themselves eccentric. No two personalities are alike, and no two flavor preferences are alike either, said Rob Swigan, the Jelly Belly vice president. We currently offer, and then it's just advertising. Okay.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Traits of people go with preferences of flavors.
That's so funny. And that makes sense.
Why is that?
Well, just because, certain people like certain things. Certain types of people like certain things.
Well, I would even say that I meet people who like certain types of music who have certain personality traits.
Yes. Or personality.
Names.
Oh, well, names.
Names carry traits.
Also, the type of person you are and what instrument you play.
Oh, I can read a person like a book.
Yeah.
Like if you've been in band and I've met you, I can tell you what you played. And I've got like 95% plus accuracy rating on that.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite candy? Sooner for now, is it buttered popcorn? Oh, Thomas
Pam
Pearson
Jack,
III.
she's buttered popcorn. She must be eccentric then.
Oh, Grandma's so happy. She likes licorice. Okay, what if you like everything, says Ruth. Grandma, yeah, no kidding. What's yours, Bulletproof? I bet he's a chocolate man.
Maybe.
Chocolate man.
Maybe.
All right. We're coming up on the game. You're going to love this, guys.
We got one more story.
One more story.
One more story. This one's really neat. A miracle dog survived 12 days trapped down a badger set after her owner refused to give up hope and camped out in the woods waiting for her safe return. A badger set is a den, which is a network of tunnels for badgers.
Didn't know. This is a story from the UK.
We had to look it up because we didn't know what a badger set was. I was like, is this a mistake? Yeah, so we looked it up. A badger set with 2 T's is a thing. It is a den. It is also a network of tunnels.
Thank you.
So, 46-year-old Victoria Hogan was left devastated when her border terrier, Frida, became trapped underground after darting down the hole during a walk. Nice. Victoria carried out an 8-day vigil by setting up camp at Lickey Hills Country Park near Birmingham in England, in the vague hope she would emerge. She even attempted to coax her beloved pet out by cooking bacon and blowing the aroma down the hole using a leaf blower, but to no avail. Incredibly, 12 days later, the 6-year-old pooch reemerged and was found by 3 students by a roadside. Frida was rushed to Black Vets Veterinary Hospital in Dudley for urgent treatment for dehydration, malnutrition, pressure sores, and cuts and scrapes. She's now back in her home. Oh,
oops, sorry,
there's the poochie. She's cute. She's now back home in her in Licking, Worcestershire, with owners Victoria and husband Brian and their other terrier Bert. Bert.
Okay.
Why isn't her name Ernie?
Okay, that seems wrong.
Right. After recovering from the traumatic ordeal. The Badgers Trust and RSPCA really supported us, while Hereford and Worcester.
Worcester.
Is it Worcester? Yeah.
It is.
Fire service even used specialized listening devices and cameras to try and locate her, but there was no trace. On day 8, I just said to myself I had to give up and begin to grieve and went back home. Although I did leave her blanket and bowl behind in the park just in case. Then on day 12, I was told 3 students had found Frida collapsed on the side of a nearby road, and I initially feared the worst. But when I was told she was alive and felt like a miracle, and I ran out of the house to find her. She was very weak, bedraggled, but she was still alive. And we rushed her to Black's Vets 24/7 emergency hospital in Dudley, where my husband Brian is based. I'm guessing her husband's a vet.
Badgers?
We don't need no stinking badgers.
We don't need no stinking badgers.
No.
No. Raoul's Wild Kingdom. Did you know? It's a little known secret.
Turtles are nature's suction cups.
You have to be weird enough to see that movie.
He's going to teach Fifi how to fly.
It takes them a few times.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's totally a joke.
This is the portion of the evening, something brand new. We're actually trying something out.
Yeah.
It's a new game called What's It Worth? What's it worth? Dun, 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 dun. I didn't have time to make an intro.
Some intro music.
Yeah, you guys got to make the intro music. You got to sing. So here's the scoop. Picture yourself. The zombies are out. Apocalypse has happened. Preppers everywhere. It's like they won the Super Bowl. They're happy. Society is in devastation, and they're just gleeful because they can finally use that axe that they bought 25 years ago.
And have no idea how to use it.
Well, that's neither here nor there now, is it? So, this is... Jeez, oh Pete. This is how it's going to work. When the shelves are empty, people. When the shelves are empty and you can't get a thing, but your neighbor has one.
Oh.
What's it worth? Dun, dun, dun. So you, ladies and gentlemen, have to, it's kind of like, I guess, Price is Right. You got to bid or give the guesstimate on what it's worth. Uh-huh. Okay, so for example, if I said, my glasses, here's a good one. What would my glasses be worth to me if I couldn't get them? Woo, that'd be hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you can't see, that's worth $1,000 easy.
Oh, yeah, easy.
What would your glasses be worth, you guys? All right. So do you get it? Are you ready? I hope you get it. I'm trying to wait and see. Does anybody get this? I know that we got a delay tonight. It seems to be longer than usual. A big bag of gumballs. Jean Marie's already got the idea.
Yep.
Jean Marie's already got the idea.
That's what his glasses would be worth, because you know he loves gumballs.
Now, the way that this is going to work is you're not going to take our word for it. You're not going to take our word for it. We have a special guest host that's going to be working with us tonight. You're gonna make your bets, or whatever you want to call it, your guesstimate, and the one, the only, the bulletproof pastor here.
Nice.
He is going to give you the final word. What?
Nothing.
It's perfect. Mm-hmm. And by the way, if you don't know the Bulletproof Pastor's channel, you should stop right now, open a new tab, go on over there and subscribe. Why? Because I'm giving you, this is rare. I got to be honest. It doesn't happen often, but I'm giving you the no stink guarantee. That's right. You heard it.
Yep.
The no stink guarantee.
Right.
And here's how this works. If you go over to his channel, you watch a few videos and you go, man, this guy stinks. Which is not going to happen.
No.
But if you did, you're going to get double your money back. Mm-hmm. You come see me.
Yeah.
No stink guarantee. Mm-hmm. Got it? Here's how it works. Mark, get set. Our first item is going to be... Oh, here, hold on. What would this can of potato soup be worth?
Yuck.
I love it.
Ugh.
I love it. You got to type it in there. This would normally be, what, 80 cents? 79 cents?
Something like that.
Normally, 79 cents. It's not opened.
No.
Still good.
It's not expired.
Used by 2023. So this is like very coveted potato soup. Mary says she'd give 2 tomatoes. Jean Marie says
not
nothing.
Touching that. That's right, Miss T. I'm with you. Yep.
Kentucky Prepper says 2 canning jar lids.
And a cat pelt.
I like these.
Oh,
you guys are horrible.
Nasty.
Anna, no, but everybody's throwing me under the bus.
Hey.
No money for Joni Mitchell albums. I'll keep the soup.
Keep the soup, man. No, thanks.
Okay, Mama Bear says $2.99. Do I hear $3? $3. Do
nada,
I hear $4? Do I see nada? Do I see pass? Do I see squirrel? All right. Well, this is what Pastor Bulletproof has to say about it. Right?
A can of potato soup. Well, that depends on who you're going to give it to, isn't it? If you're going to buy it for barter stock, it's worth, that stuff can be gold if you're next to a city. Because you see, these people in the city, a lot of times they are culinary deprived. They don't know how to cook. And if it's not a frozen pizza or a ready-to-eat mac and cheese you got a microwave to heat up, and top ramen or cup of cup of noodles, if it's not one of those things, even their pancakes and waffles are Eggos. So, if it's not ready to eat food, it ain't going to be worth much to them. So they trade you a week's worth of groceries. If it's real groceries like eggs and flour and milk and butter and cheese and things like that, they would trade that for a can of something they could put in the microwave and call dinner. So it all depends on who you give it to.
Okay. So I don't know.
Funny.
What do you think? Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. And I'm agreeing with a lot of people. Okay, so a lot of folks are saying a gluten-free bread. I would rather eat the gluten-free bread loaf than this.
No way.
That would last longer than this. Somebody said 3 sweet potatoes. You have any idea how much you could make with 3 sweet potatoes?
She's getting all uppity here.
This food is not food. This is gross. I know you like it. And I scowl every time he buys it. But he buys it because he likes it. And ugh, it's gross.
Uh-oh. Bulletproof Pastor, they're turning on you, bro.
No.
They didn't like the city talk. Well, it's going to get worse.
It's going to get
worse.
It's going to get worse.
He goes at the city people hard.
Yeah.
He goes out. Look at that face.
Yeah.
He goes at him hard. What's the next thing? It's the what's right there?
This?
What would this be worth?
This one is
yeah.
next?
What
Okay.
would this be worth, folks? 3.
Well, not all of this.
3 yards
3
of paracord.
3 yards, 9 feet.
So 9 feet of paracord.
9 feet of paracord.
What would 9 feet of paracord be if you couldn't get it? Ooh, it's Carrot Top. What do you think? Make a nice beard.
Did it feel weird?
Yeah. Paracord is very useful, folks. What do you think? You guys got to chime in. It's not going to be any fun if you don't chime in.
Yeah.
Because look at this man's face. He's begging to be at least called out. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, totally.
At least called out?
Totally.
I'd say. What do we got? What kind of bread?
Jeanette, yeah, totally.
A can of potato soup, says Crazy Pepper. 1 dozen eggs. All right.
Okay.
Here's what he has to say. And you city people, don't throw stuff at him. Don't do it.
No.
3 yards of paracord. That's 9 feet. In a country boy's hands, that's a pretty valuable thing to have. You see, you can use it for a snare. You can break it down and take the cord out of the middle and make 27 feet of fishing line. You can string it across a bow and use it to be a fire bow, make a spindle and make fire. So you could catch your dinner and cook it too. So you can do a whole lot of things with 9 feet of paracord in the right hands. Now, if you're in the city, 9 feet of paracord might make a pretty fine jump rope. And if they know how to tie the knots, they could even make a bracelet. Or they might restrain their screaming out of control kids. So, depends what you could do with that piece of 9-foot cord. But it ought to be at least worth a meal.
Whoa. Okay, so what do you think? Is he right or is he full of bull?
No, he's right.
He's right?
He's right.
Those naughty children?
Naughty children. Naughty. Yes.
Just, yeah. I don't know.
There's so many things you can do with power
Power chords. I agree. If you're a guitar player, power chords are indispensable. That's right.
Paracord.
It's a fifth. It's
That's
the root
so
in your fifth.
funny.
It's total rock.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I love this game, even though I'm not a good guesser.
Hey,
Thank you, Tanya.
that's it's all in what, it's
all in the hips.
Sure.
It's all in the hips. We have 3 more, and you gotta chime in. That's where the fun part is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
next
see. Right there.
This one? This one.
Yes, ma'am. One case. What's it worth if you can't get it? One case. Oh, that's not even a full one.
This is not even a full one, and
One
it's
case
not
of
even
water.
a case. It's single bottled water.
One case of water. What would it be worth if you can't get it? You go to Walmart, and lo and behold, there's none. And you don't have any puddles in your yard.
No.
What's it worth? You guys chime in. Let's see. Waiting for the burbs to comment. Uh-oh. The Cajun Homestead. $5 again, says John Zeckerly. Wow. All right. I have a Berkey. I can drink mud,
That's
says
right.
Jeanette. Yeah, we have one too. Priceless, says Wanda.
A dairy
goat. Wow.
Wow.
I would take the dairy goat any day.
I would totally take the dairy goat over a case of water.
A shower?
Oh my goodness.
Number 10 can of chicken. You're getting pretty fair there. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Half tank of gas, says Koki.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair. Grandma Homestead, she's going cheap.
What'd she say?
$10? Nah. Not if you can't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Swagger says money won't matter.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yep. And so here we go. Next, bulletproof pastor opinion. Don't get all mad if you're in the city.
A case of bottled water. Now let's figure that, first of all, you're in an area where drinkable water they call potable water, is scarce.
Pizza.
If they're 1 pint and a case is 24 bottles, that's 6 gallons of water. That's, even if you had, if you had a 6 gallons of potable water or a case of bottle, actually I think the math is off, but I'll have to recalculate that one. But
It's more like
6 gallons of water on good water restriction, you use a gallon of water a day, and that's for your food and your drinking, and that would be life extending for 6 days. You can live 3 days without water. So I tell you, if you had a case of bottled water, it ought to be worth at least 3 days worth of food. If you were including hygiene, washing yourself and washing your clothes and that, you need 3 gallons every day. So that makes that 6 gallons of water only last 2 days. However, for the non-prepper, it has significantly less uses. You see, they might drink a little bit of it, but their biggest priority is that, that toilet hadn't been flushed in quite a while. And that much water could flush that toilet a whole 3 times, which, depending on the state of the aroma in their apartment or home, might have some great value there too. I don't know. It's up to you. It's worth at least 3 days worth of food to somebody who's wise. Somebody who's not, no clue.
All right, folks. Is he full of baloney?
My.
I'll tell you what. 1 case of bottled water could be the difference between life or death.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can go, 21 days without food, right?
34 minutes.
I can't remember the what it is for
You guys
food,
know.
but you can't go 3 days without water.
Or potato soup.
Ugh. Gross.
I don't eat it that often.
No, he doesn't. Honestly, he doesn't buy that or doesn't eat it that often.
It's very rare.
Right. It's maybe once every other
month
or every 3 months. Yeah.
Something like that.
He gets a hankering for it and
gotta have potato soup.
Gotta have it. But yeah.
I like yours better, but it's harder to get you to make it.
Okay. When you want it, you usually eat that for lunch. And I'm not going to make potato soup takes a little bit longer and a little more planning for, lunch.
I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Is he full of baloney? Are we good?
I think we're good.
I think he was spot on, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he was spot on. Now, this last one, or there's 2.
Two more. Two more.
Let's just say that COVID has made us all very aware of one thing that is unbelievably important. And I'm going to ask you to guess. What item would you guys say that COVID specifically brought about our attention that we must
Yes.
have access to? Mm-hmm. There was almost a panic
Oh,
that
yeah.
happened. Anybody?
There were fights that happened
Boom, boom,
over
boom.
this particular item.
What do you think? Scott
Scott's
is
got
correct.
it.
The old TP.
Mm-hmm.
What's it worth if you can't buy it?
That's right.
If you go to the store and our beloved friend is not there, you're naughty. You're naughty. You're naughty. What happens when our friend isn't there? What's it worth? Who'd be gentle? Gentle? Let's get a soft heart. So what's it worth, guys? TP, the mighty TP. Used T-shirts. Says Grim is so happy. I'm coming to your house. All right. I have a clean sack of washcloths. Well, no, that's not what the question is.
That's not
What's
the
it
question.
worth?
What's this worth
If you can't get
if
it.
you can't get it and you don't have those other items?
No kidding. 20
You know?
leaves, says Old Glory for. Well,
Which
a pile
kind of leaves?
A pile of old magazines. Well, they're probably in the bathroom anyway.
Which kind of leaves? Old Glory. Poison ivy.
A Culver's burger with extra crispy fries. Steve Ganink is correct. Yes, sir. You, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You, sir.
Yes.
For the win.
Yes.
One chicken, Jeanette. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow. You come to our house, I'll trade you chicken all day long for probably up to like 20
Yeah.
20 rolls.
Yeah.
A
Funny.
pack of cigarettes. Back in the day in the Sears catalog, hubby said use a snowball. Holy mackerel, that'll wake you up.
Woo. Yeah.
It's refreshing and exciting at the same time. All of a sudden, I feel like I want to climb a mountain and eat some Andy's candies. Those mints. What?
Wiping is overrated.
Oh, my
Oh
gross.
gosh. Come on now.
Don't ever come to our house. I'm kidding. Prudence says a can of cream of potato soup.
Yes.
You throwing me under the bus?
A
there,
handful of
Prudence?
salt.
Throw in
Yeah.
your eyes?
No, to trade for a roll of toilet paper.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's Bulletproof have to say? Let's see. Bam.
A case of bottled water.
Wrong. Right.
One Reese's candy bar.
Oh, wrong. Wrong. Where is it?
A case
It's not there.
of bottled water.
Oh, people. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Is this it?
No. Oh yeah, there it is.
Try that one.
It's there. Oh yeah, it's
One
there
roll
now.
of toilet paper. That's gender specific. For us fellas, hey,
Well, if
leaf,
you guys are
corn
paying
cob,
attention, then
or
already
isn't that
spoiled
really
for
what
a
the
while.
laundry's all about?
TP.
We really don't need it. We can get by without it. But our wives, man,
we
our
grew up.
wives, they need some of that tender, soft stuff. It's worth a week's worth of peace to give a whole roll of toilet paper to our wives.
4 packs of
And
Red Bull.
along with that is you
Yeah.
better have a resource to get more. Because one roll just
Okay.
ain't going to cut it for very long.
As a kid, we
Week's
used
worth
to
of peace.
have a phone book.
Love it. All right. Is Bulletproof correct?
Oh my gosh.
Is Bulletproof correct? Look at this level of production skill that
So
we have.
funny.
I can't believe I got the wrong one. A box of tissues for a TP? I don't know, man. Don't squeeze the Charmin, says John. Don't
So,
do it.
okay.
Was he right?
Well, yeah, but I think he overestimates women in their absolute need for.
He said it's a week of peace.
Oh yeah.
You get a week of peace.
You know, if we didn't have toilet paper, I'm thinking I probably would I'd tear up some t-shirts because I'm not going to, freak out because we don't have toilet paper.
We could do like the dogs do and just kind of scooch across.
Oh, gross.
Scooch across the grass outside.
That's disgusting.
But you all thought of it. You in your mental.
I did not
you
think
totally
of that.
did.
No, I did
no,
not.
when I said it, you thought about how it would look.
That's so nasty. He's so bad.
Ruth.
Just use a hose.
Where are you going to get a bidet if
No,
this
a
is
hose.
the zombies are here?
Well, that's what you need. You need to have a bidet.
There won't have any water pressure. There's no electricity.
Wanda said, no, just get a hose.
If there's
Water
no electricity,
pressure.
you can't have water pressure.
How about a spray bottle?
People. Delaney B, you know what I'm talking about. The scooch, the dog scooch. Just find a nice cozy piece of grass.
Wait. No. Ask Kermit. No. We don't trade bacon for toilet paper. No, sorry. We don't trade bacon.
I would trade bacon for toilet paper.
No.
Because we got enough.
No.
I don't know,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
bacon is more precious than toilet paper.
Flannel is supposed to be the preferred material.
I don't know. Some flannel seems pretty rough.
I don't know.
I'd just as soon use an old t-shirt.
Just like go back and forth like that.
Can we move on, please?
How do you do it? Is there a technique?
You're so gross. Oh my gosh, a pump sprayer.
You don't want to slip.
Can we be done with this topic, please?
Okay.
Next time we're not talking about toilet.
Hey, you guys, next week we're doing this game again. And next time you better start participating early because it took you a while to catch on. First of all, before we get to our last item, don't forget to go over and subscribe to the Bulletproof Pastor's channel. Yes, we're having fun with him. Yes, I found the most funny picture I could possibly. But the guy has a lot of knowledge and a lot of things to share that are common sense stuff that most of us just don't do. And we really need to be aware of that. So go over to the Bulletproof Pastor, get subscribed. And he's actually got a second channel that's now... You thought about scooching across the grass again.
Reading the comments.
Yeah, the back and forth. That's what it is. He's also got a second channel, but go to the Bulletproof Pastor first. And then the second channel is Splanify. Okay. There we go. Last one. You saw it because we made a mistake. What's a Reese's cup worth? Where is it?
It's on my side. Are you kidding?
If you're the last human that has a Reese's cup, people, what is it worth? The show's gone down the crapper, says Phoebe. And you all went right with us. Isn't that funny? Everybody's just like, don't say that. And then you're laughing your butts off. I can feel it. I can feel you're laughing.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay. It's a chocolate.
Connie. I'm sorry you don't like chocolate. I know
Jen's ready to trade me off.
Daniel can't have nuts, so I'm sorry you can't have these. Miss T, you can keep that. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Not a dime.
Everything, says Delaney B. Well, let's see what Bulletproof has to say about the topic.
One Reese's candy bar. It's all in knowing how to use it, guys. Now, there are certain people on this world that absolutely love Reese's cups, Reese's pieces, and Reese's candy bars. And their value of that item would be so high that if you know where that person is, you could get a king's ransom for that candy bar. And I would dare say, if you knew where to find
hundreds of pounds.
Brad and Christa, and you let Christa know that you had that Reese's candy bar during a time of...
Did you see that? That's love.
Of famine of Reese's, or a Reese's famine, or an extreme shortage of Reese's anything, you could probably get 6 weeks of Brad's lunch for that candy bar. Be worth a lot.
He's probably right. Mm-hmm. Is it worth a roll of TP? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm touching it.
Yeah. And we can eat it if you'd like.
The aroma. Pretty soon she won't be able to take it.
Be
You
still
watch.
my beating heart.
Just the sound.
I like, okay,
Hear the
here's
sound?
the truth, folks. Here's the truth. I like Reese's. I'm not addicted to Reese's. I can go a long time without them. Okay?
I don't need
They
it.
are really good.
I don't need it. I just like
I don't.
it.
Yeah, I just like it.
No, I don't.
But I won't eat them every day.
I think that's what they say at AAA.
Whatever.
Whoa. Whoa. As she lays it down. Okay, folks. So here, I found something, this was actually, did you like the game? Was the game fun? That was the last one. Mm-hmm. That was the last one. Again, thanks to Bulletproof Pastor. Mm-hmm. He being a good sport. And I'll take his picture off like that because he's not, he's not really like that. He's a super nice guy. But as I was looking up to try to figure out, to make sure I was spelling Reese's right and getting the goofy hyphen in the right spot, or the, what is that? Umlaut?
Apostrophe.
The umlaut.
Apostrophe.
Yeah. I found this, and I'm not sure if you want to really read this or not, but as you've got it in your mouth, bugs in the Reese's. So lots. 30 insect fragments per 100 grams. How many grams is that? Where's the bag, Mom?
Are you kidding me? Oh, that can't be true.
That's, well, nothing is ever wrong on Google, so. How many grams?
42.
So that means you're probably getting, what, about 15 grams, 10? Or 10 insect parts?
Gross.
Just.
Ugh.
I couldn't
Well, that's
believe-
extra protein.
Heck yeah, man. Well, and the government's trying to make you eat bugs now anyway.
Well, that's true.
All right.
That is true. Bugs and plants.
It's great. It's great.
My
It's my
gosh.
favorite. So here's a scoop. I hope you had a good time. We're going to be done.
Yeah.
We're going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But now this you may find hard to believe, but I actually do a Bible study Monday through Friday, and it's pretty light. We keep it light.
Christians can have fun too. We don't have to be.
And tomorrow's my birthday.
And tomorrow is your birthday. Happy
And
birthday.
I expect you all to sing happy birthday.
That's
Oh,
right.
No, that's right. Whatever.
I do that to our kids.
Make them sing happy birthday
No.
to me.
No.
You get
when
over
it's
here.
when it's their birthday, I'll
Sing
text
happy birthday to your father.
I'll text them really early in the morning, and I'll text the happy birthday song. So
That's
they giggle. They think it's funny.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's Big Family Devotions.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to write that down, trust me, it's worth your time. Big Family Devotions on YouTube, and we're there at 8:30 Central in the morning. And usually you're going to see a lot of the names here. Scott's there, Jean Marie's there, Ask Hermit's there, Meg, Daniel Prey, Phoebe. I'm noticing a lot of folks. American Country Boy every once in a while. I think. I'm not sure. Playing with Jen for sure. And it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And we learn a lot. So that said, is that we're rolling out? We're done?
I believe so, yeah.
Hope you guys please spread the word. Share the video. That helps a lot because YouTube's getting hard on conservatives. No lie.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, all night our numbers have been half
Yeah.
or more. Mm-hmm. And it's never about the numbers, but it's bothersome that YouTube is doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
anyway, quick thing. Mark, here we go. Father God, we love you. Please show love to each and every one of these people here, even though if they had crappy lives or great lives, it doesn't matter. Please just pick them up and love on them. Show them that you've never left them and that you care and you'll never leave. ever. Jesus, we love you. Amen.
Amen.
Alrighty, guys. You have a great evening. See you later.
Good night, everybody.
Let me dwell in your tent forever. Let me take refuge under the shelter of your wings. For you, O God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Prolong the life of the King. May his years endure to all generations. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I come to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. May he be enthroned forever before God. Appoint steadfast love and faithfulness to watch over him, so I will ever sing praises to your name as I perform my vows day after day. Prolong the life of the King. May his years endure to all generations. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. So will I ever sing praises to your name as I perform my vows day after day. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. cry, oh God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to a rock that is higher than I, for you have been my refuge, a strong